Short guide on the series at Super Mario 64 TAS explanation. Also use speedrun.com to check for the latest world records on the games that you play, since using YouTube search system isn't consistent smiley face. Motherfucker.
Super Mario 64 is one of the most iconic video games of all time. With Princess Peach trapped inside her own castle, Mario needs to collect 70 out of 120 power stars to take down Bowser's barriers and defeat King Koopa. Over the years, clever players discovered that there are ways to take down these barriers other than collecting all those stars. Here's how a team of dedicated tool-assisted speedrunners managed to find a way to beat Super Mario 64 in 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
We watched this one, right? 4 minutes 20.
Before we go on, if you don't know what a tool-assisted speedrun is, please watch the suggested video in the upper right corner. It will cover all the basic things you should know before understanding this speedrun. Okay, so first, why does Mario go over to the water instead of entering the castle? The answer is the result of 2 decades of optimization. The castle is divided in 3 levels: the ground level, the basement, and upstairs. To progress to a new section of the castle, you need to get a key by fighting Bowser in the previous section. The basement key is found behind a star door that requires 8 stars to open. To go upstairs, you need to get a second key from Bowser, this time after getting 30 stars to open the door, plus 1 extra to unlock the level. You then need to collect 50 stars to open another star door, and to reach the final Bowser fight, you need to collect 70 stars. Otherwise, the door will still let you in, but the staircase leading to the final Bowser stage will be infinite. At first, the fastest known way to beat the game was to collect 70 stars in both keys, but it was discovered that you could skip the 50 and 70 star door requirements using a trick we'll get to in a minute. This meant that the fastest way now involved getting 31 stars to get the second key and skipping the upstairs section entirely. It was then found that you could bypass the 30 star door using Nips the Rabbit, which appears after you've collected 15 stars, so the requirement went down to 16. Next, it was found that you could skip the 8 star door and get the first key with 0 stars, but it didn't help that much since you still needed 15 for Mips to appear, until a new trick was found that let you skip the 30 star door without Mips, which lowered the star requirement to 1. Later, a variation of this trick let you skip both the 30 star door and the Dire Dire Duck star, and the requirement was brought down to 0. Because these 3 castle levels are in separate maps entirely, there was little hope for any major improvement on the speedrun route. But it turns out that there is another way to the basement: the moat door. This underwater door leads directly into the basement of the castle, so if Mario manages to enter this door from the outside, he will enter the basement without a key and without any stars. The caveat is that Mario can't open doors underwater. To make this door accessible, the water needs to be drained from the inside first, which means the basement can't be accessed right away. However, there is a way to open a door underwater, and this is what we're gonna see here. Let's look at this step by step. Mario does a long jump, but immediately reverses his direction to go backwards. This sets up a trick called backwards long jumping, or BLJ for short. When Mario long jumps backwards, the game gives him a little bit of extra speed at the start of his jump. How much extra speed? Well, only half of his current negative speed, minus a little bit of speed loss for the time he was on the ground. As you can see, Mario quickly loses that speed and returns to about negative 15 speed. By the way, here's a sense of scale. 1 unit of speed means that Mario will travel 1 unit of distance in 1 frame. This is 1 unit of distance, which is roughly equivalent to about 1 centimeter, assuming that Mario is human-sized. In this case, Mario moving at negative 15 speed means that he will travel by 15 units backwards on each frame. However, if Mario is able to land immediately after jumping, he can long jump again and get another small bit of speed. This time, half of negative 23 speed, so he gets to negative 33. If he does it again, he gets half of negative 33 this time, which brings him up to negative 49 speed. This quickly spirals out of control as each consecutive jump multiplies his backward speed by 1.5 minus a negligible speed loss.
It only works uphill,
Mario's
right?
speed is so large that he reaches the vanish cap under the moat entrance in a single frame.
Because you have to touch the ground with your ass every time.
This is called pause buffering, and it can be helpful while doing a BLJ. Since Super Mario 64 runs at 30 frames per second, the fastest a button can be pressed is 15 times per second. When pausing the game, Mario's universe and its physics stop advancing in time, but the game still registers buttons being pressed or released. Here's what happens. Mario jumps and the game is paused at the same time. There is 1 frame needed to release start, and then 1 frame to press it again. On the next frame, the game is still paused and you can use it to release start. On the frame after, the game is unpaused and you can jump and pause again. This is what it looks like with the pausing time removed. As you can see, Mario is able to jump 30 times per second according to the game's physics without actually pressing the A button that fast. This helps generate all the speed required for this trick in the tight space it can be performed in at the cost of a little bit of time spent pausing the game. You might also have noticed how Mario seems stuck in place towards the end of his BLJ.
How long does it take to make a run like this in TAS?
However, by the time he gains enough speed to break out of this spot, he has way more than enough to overshoot the bridge in a single frame. So why doesn't he break out of it sooner? The reason is pretty simple. When processing Mario's movement, the game subdivides the movement in 4 steps, which we'll call quarter steps.
No, it wasn't decades. It was decades to optimize the route, but not to make this run happen. The game checks if there's an obstacle on each quarter step of his movement. As long as nothing is in the way, Mario will keep being moved on each quarter step. However, if he's about to move into a ceiling, the quarter step will be cancelled and he will stay in place. In other words, if Mario is about to move into a ceiling, he will be moved up to the last valid quarter step of his movement. Here's an example. On the first quarter step, the game is trying to put Mario inside the ceiling that makes up the underside of the bridge. Because Mario can't be inside of a ceiling, the game cancels his movement for that quarter step. The same process happens again on the second, on the third, and on the fourth quarter steps. At the end of the frame, although Mario has negative 1800 speed, he ended up not moving at all. But this interaction doesn't change his speed. On the next frame, even though he has negative 2700 speed now, the same problem occurs. Each quarter step, the game attempts to move him into the ceiling, which it can't, so Mario stays in place. This means that to break out of this spot at this angle, Mario needs to have enough speed so that his first quarter step is past the bridge, which means he needs to have enough speed to cover 4 times that distance in a single frame. Another way to break out of this spot is to change his angle until it doesn't put him into a ceiling, or in this case, to jump down into the moat. Finally, you may wonder how Mario got from all the way up here to all the way down here in a single frame using a jump. First, because Mario has negative 6150 speed by now, he's able to cross that distance in a single frame horizontally. But what about vertically? How can a jump make Mario move down by nearly 1500 units in a single frame? Well, to answer that, let's look at how Mario jumps. When you press A, the game will make Mario jump. That jump gives Mario an initial vertical speed, and gravity subtracts 4 speed on each subsequent frame until Mario lands or until he reaches his terminal velocity of 75 units downwards. This initial speed varies depending on the type of jump. For a single jump like the one used here, the initial speed is a constant value of 42 plus 1/4 of his horizontal speed. For a double jump, that constant is 52 instead. This means that the faster Mario is moving, the higher he jumps by a small amount. However, this formula also applies if Mario's horizontal speed is negative. If Mario has negative speed, then his initial jump speed will be lower than 42. He's already peaking on the vertical.
Speed, his jumps will also have negative speed.
Height.
This is called a negative
that's
jump.
Why it's going
In this
downwards.
case, Mario's initial jump speed is 42 plus negative 6154 divided by 4, or negative 1497. This negative vertical speed means that his quarter step movement puts him under the bridge instead of inside of it, so Mario moves unobstructed for the full duration of the frame. This puts him right on the loading zone that leads to Vanish Gap under the moat, which is normally only accessible when the water has been drained. At this point, since Mario is underwater, something should happen on the next frame. At the start of each frame, before Mario starts moving, the game checks if he's colliding with anything like walls, water, or enemies. Once the game detects that he has entered water, it will attempt to place him at the surface in a swimming state. However, the game handles the interaction with the loading trigger before the interaction with water, so the loading zone is triggered first and Mario never gets to enter water.
Metal
You may think that the movement that led us here wasn't quite optimal, and in fact you would be correct. But because this next BLJ requires the elevator platform to be in a specific spot, all that matters is that we get there on time. The reason Mario is able to start another BLJ on the elevator is because the game doesn't consider the momentum of a platform Mario is on when he jumps. Long jumping from a platform moving upwards has interesting results. Mario will start moving up, but so will the platform. After a frame, Mario moved up less than the platform has, so he snapped back up on the platform.
I think this is actually very
interesting. These are the perfect conditions
breaking
for a BLJ
game mechanics
Behind
down.
this wall is out of bounds, so with negative speed, the game is trying
But
to move
I'm not gonna
Mario
watch all
into a
this.
place
I watched
that
the
is out of
speedrun
bounds.
of this run. You don't know what the fuck is going on. And I don't think it's quite as impressive as real runs, but still interesting to see how optimal you can make it with the help of machine. Machine learns. FeelsOkayMan says, hello Mr. Force, been watching you for a long time. Also, can you watch this classic with chat please? Dude, stop sending me so many fucking links, man. Half the shit you send me is fucking trash.
True facts.
No. I've linked this a fucking million times, dude. We're not fucking watching this again. Alright, what is this?
Chloride.
Actually, dude, it's salt.
That's what I said.
No, dude. This is iodized table salt, which in addition to sodium chloride contains anti-caking agents and potassium iodate, which is added to prevent iodine deficiency. So not only are you being overly pretentious by insisting on using scientific terminology for everyday items, you are factually wrong. Your arrogance is your downfall, you annoying little shit.
Welcome to Uganda.
That's funny. That's funny. Lamo, Slug White Nerd, Lamar Phillips, Pody, Shirigami, Dead Pixel, Confucius, and JD, thank you. Tongue Kid 2 years. Maybe celebrate it with Hollow Knight. Okay, yeah. I actually already finished that game on the sub-only stream. You must have missed it. Barely. Fat Pal up to tier 2, 51 months. Thank you very much, Naga197. Welcome back. LIDL, Forsen CD. But what does the CD stand for? Exactly. Alright, let's see here.
Welcome to
Motherfucking shit. Alright. Is this Benny and the Ink Machine? This very much looks like that. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. But it's standalone. How's this furry shit? Jesus Christ, dude.
So here's my beef with this whole chip thing.
Why is this game only 79 cents? It released today, the reviews are good, but the reviews... I hate when the game is so cheap, because you don't know if the reviews are... I mean, I know that the reviews are basing their shit on the price, right? I don't know if it's a good game. Survival horror, top-down survival horror. Somehow I feel like these tags has nothing to do with survival top-down horror. Like what? Oh, price because it's mobile. Happy. Well, mobile games aren't always, you know, not good on PC, like Granny, for example. But I wonder if this is actually good. Oh shit, daily Corona check, I forgot. Corona! Okay, before I click this, I'm gonna try and remember what yesterday was. Yesterday was 814 deaths. Shit. It's happening. We're dead. We're already dead on my screen. We're already dead. No Eastern European countries. infected yet. Well, it is. I never seem to be able to remember this shit, but this one was like 34 or something. 39 maybe. I don't remember. I don't remember. This doesn't look too interesting. It very much feels like it has good reviews because of the price, right? Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom, boom. I don't think so.
President Donald J. Trump will gift a subscription to all those in chat who spam resident sleeper. I have the entire wealth and tax money of the U.S. people to do it. Go ahead, plebs. Start spamming for your chance to win a free subscription.
How long have we waited for new friends to get this fucking debated? Maybe if it was multiplayer. Faggy born. No. Alright, browse all new releases. €17. What? That's what the game was called. PH makes for F. I know this.
I feel like I smashed the ground down from the sky.
What the fuck is this audio
How
shit?
did I end up in this forest? Is there anyone? Does anyone hear me?
Oh no. The wolves are voiced by humans too.
I don't know. Which way I should go?
Which way I should
I
go?
don't remember anything.
Where is Sombra?
Except my own name. My
Sombra
name is
prequel?
Sarah.
Oh my god. You can't spell Sombra without Sarah. Confirm. What the fuck is this shit? Like, why is the voice acting? Wait, what? Blueprint stone baseball. She's mined this rock and she just gets a baseball bat.
Welcome to Uganda. Welcome to Uganda.
Like, there's no way I'm playing this shit. But I still want to see how fucking terrible this is. The spawn the onion. Look at our bird sounds. What the fuck? I was just swinging. What the fuck? I was just swinging that bad. This one the onion. Wait, what the fuck? Wasn't the actual trailer like PogChamp? Like except for the voice acting? Like look at this trailer.
I smashed the ground down from the sky.
Everything but the voice acting. What the fuck, dude? Oh, this is so bad. Spent all budget on the trailer. It reminds me of another game, very similar. Pog trailer, and then it was actually fucking most horrible shit ever with 1 FPS. Forgot the name though. Melurin, thank you for the 1 year, dude. 12 months, bye Forsen. 12 months. Dark Sub and Al Cape, thank you. Welcome back. Pepegadon says, as a Nammer living in Australia, as a Nammer living in Australia, accent has always been my concern point when speaking English. Instead of learning how to speak Crikey, I would like to speak like Forsenga. Can you give me a few tips to speak with Swedish accent? Yeah, I can. Pronounce every W as V. Normal V.
Welcome to Uganda.
And every J as Y. And then you're good, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. That's all you gotta do.
Forgot the I.
The I?
Because you have to do like you do such a weird I thing.
I in Sweden.
Oh.
No, it's just based on the fact that I'm pronouncing W as a normal V. I don't think it has anything to do with the I
No,
specific.
Say Sweden. Say Sweden.
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 Sweden. Sweden.
Sweden. Sweden. Sweden.
Do you not hear the difference?
Yeah, I hear the difference, but it's because I'm pronouncing it with the V.
Okay, do Sweden. Sweden.
Sweden.
And now Sweden.
Sweden.
Sweden. Sweden.
Sweden. What?
Do Sweden.
What do you mean Sweden?
Okay.
Yeah, I know how it sounds like when I make the accent.
Yes. Okay, never mind.
In Sweden. Sweden. In Sweden. You have guttural. What? You have a guttural sound in the I. Nothing to do with the V. Guttural sound. I don't know.
If you want to speak Swedish English, you need to balance the oatmeal at the back of your throat. Do to swallow, don't spit out.
All right. Don't swallow, don't spit out. That sounds choking on oatmeal. All right.